A very good morning to all the students of class 6. Dear student, today we will study 22nd chapter of social science named as India our country. Dear student, as you can see in my screen, this is the book of social science. We will study this chapter from the book Our Land, Our World. So let's start the chapter. In the beginning of the chapter, you should know some significant terms of chapter. So let's start with the significant term. Very first, Union Territories. What is Union Territories? So this is an area directly governed by the Union government. Second important term is tributaries. A river which joins another river is called tributary, like Yamuna. Estuary. So, a broad, low, wide river mouth where it runs into the sea and where tidal salt water mixes with fresh river water is called estuary. So, the next important term is delta, a triangular piece of flat land made by river at its mouth is called delta, like Ganga Brahmaputra delta. Distributaries. So, several channels of a river flowing through the delta to the sea. The next important term is lagoons. So, a shallow saltwater lake near the coast, Chilka Lake, is called lagoons. The next important term is ghat. Step-like flat-topped hills is called hills. So, dear student, let's start the chapter. So, dear student, as you all know, India is a very old country where one of the earliest river valley civilization had developed more than 5,000 years ago. So, it has populated by different races and tribes coming from outside, as well as local people of older stock that has been reflected in diversity of language, culture and religion in the country. India सबसे पुरानी कंट्री है जहाँ पर आपको तरह तरह की जातियां, प्रजातियां, लैंग्वेज, कल्चर, अलग अलग तरीके के रिलीजन सब आपको देखने को मिलते हैं. So India lies in the eastern hemisphere in the south central part of Asia. Its peculiar geographical location at the top of the Indian Ocean has favored its maritime and trade activities since ancient times. So, the opening of the Suez Canal has been great advantages of India's trade with European countries. It lies on the important air routes from Europe and Africa to East Asia and Australia. The mainland of India is large peninsula bounded by seas on three sides, like Arabian Sea on the west, Bay of Bengal on the east, and Indian Ocean on the south. There are a number of islands lying in the Bay of Bengal and the Arabian Sea which are integral part of India. Dear student, let's discuss about the boundaries of India. So, dear student, India has 15,200 kilometers long land boundaries, which it shares with Pakistan and Afghanistan in west, China, Nepal and Bhutan in the north, Myanmar in the east. Bangladesh is surrounded by India on three sides. Across the sea, Sri Lanka and Maldives are also neighbors. Sri Lanka separated from India by Palk Strait and Gulf of Mannar, the narrow channels of saline water. The mainland of India has 6,100 km long coastline. If we include the island of Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep, The coastal line is 7,500 long. The coastline is quite long, but since it is straight and has shallow waters close to shores, India lacks good natural harbors. So, dear student, let's talk about location and extent. Let's talk about location and its extent. So, India is world's seventh largest country. A student, this is very important question. Which country is the seventh largest country? India is the seventh largest country in the world with an area of 3.28 million square kilometers. The Tropic of Cancer passes through almost the center of the country. ये हम पहले भी बात कर चुके हैं. जो Tropic of Cancer लाइन है वो सेंटर से होके जाती है. The mainland of the India stretches between 8 degree 4 minute north and 37 degree 6 minute north latitude. However, the southernmost tip of the country, Indira Point, located in Nicobar, Iceland, lies 6 degree 45 minute north. Longitudinally speaking, India lies between 68 degree 7 minute east and 97 degree 25 minute east. Thus, north-south extent of India is about 3,200 kilometers, while its east-west extent is 2,900 kilometers. The shape of the country can best called quadrilateral. So, this is all about location and extent. Dear student, let's talk about impact of location. So, dear student, the great latitudinal and latitudinal extent of the country has significant implications. The huge latitudinal span of country is nearly 29 degrees. This creates a variety of climate, soil and natural vegetation and wildlife in our country. The great variety is experienced as we travel from Leh in the north to Kanyakumari, southernmost point of mainland. Southern tip of India lies close to the equator. Therefore, therefore, experience of temperature during the summer and the winter season. Besides the great latitudinal extent of the country, result is varying length of the day and night in various parts of the country. The southern part receives the vertical rays of the sun, while the northern part receives oblique rays of the sun. Therefore, there is a difference of 45 minutes between the length of the day and the night in the south. While the northernmost part have difference of 5 hours. Similarly, there is a difference of nearly 30 degree longitudes between the easternmost and western part of the country. Therefore, there is a difference of 120 minutes of 2 hours between the local time Dwarka and Arunachal Pradesh. Since the earth rotates west to south, the sun rises earlier in the west. So, the local time at 82 degree 30 minutes east has been accepted as the Indian standard time for the whole country. So, dear student, लोकेशन इंडिया की जो लोकेशन है उसके हिसाब से जो इंडिया का टाइम है वो सेट किया गया है. इंडिया का जो लोकेशन है ग्लोब में लोकेशन है उस हिसाब से टाइम को सेट किया गया है. So क्योंकि जो अर्थ है वो वेस्ट टू ईस्ट रोटेट करती है, इसलिए जो सनराइज होता है वो ईस्ट में पहले होता है कंपेयर टू वेस्ट. सो dear student, let's understand the political division of India. The political division of India. So India is a union of states. There are 28 states and 9 union territories. So, dear student, this is very important that you should know. Rajasthan is the largest state in terms of area. This is very important question. Which state is the largest state of India in terms of area? So, Rajasthan is the largest state in terms of area. So, in terms of area, Goa is the smallest state of India. Among the Union territories, the Andaman Nicobar Islands located in the Bay of Bengal are the largest, while Iceland Lakshadweep in the Arabian Sea are the smallest. As you all know, Delhi is the national capital of India. Again, this is very important question. Which state, which is the national capital of India? So Delhi is the national capital of India. It has recently been granted fully statehood. So this is the political map of India. As you can see in my screen, this is the political map of India. So there are 28 states named as Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Goa, Gujarat, and dear student, their capital, capital of Andhra Pradesh is Hyderabad, capital of Arunachal Pradesh is Itanagar. So this is the list of state and their union territories. So let's understand the physical division of India. So, dear student, India often called subcontinent. It is because of the fact that Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan and Myanmar together form distinct geographical units. India is also called a land of diversity. The physical diversity is reflected in its lofty mountains, fertile plains, extensive plateaus, group of islands, mighty rivers and different type of climate and dense forests. So on the basis of relief, India is generally divided into four physical units. So the first one is the northern mountain, the second one is the northern plains, the third one is the Peninsular Plateaus, and the fourth one is coastal plain Iceland. So let's discuss the first one, that is the northern mountains. So high mountain range along entire northern border of India. The Karakoram mountain extend in the northern part of Kashmir. जो काराकोरम माउंटेन्स है वो कहाँ है? नॉर्थ पार्ट ऑफ कश्मीर. K2, the world's second highest peak, lies in these mountains. South of the Karakoram range lies in the mighty Himalayas. The Himalayas are young folded mountains. The Himalayas means adobe of snow. जो हिमालयास है उसको हिमालय को क्या बोलते हैं? और adobe of snow भी बोलते हैं. True to its name, the mountains remain snow-covered. The mighty rivers like Sindhu, Satluj, Brahmaputra, originating beyond the Himalayas in Tibet, have cut deep of gorges. In these mountains, there are several glaciers in the Himalayas. So, dear student, the Himalayan range run from the Indus in the west. जो हिमालयन रेंज है उसमें जो इंडस रिवर है वो वेस्ट में, ब्रह्मपुत्र ईस्ट में, stretching over a length of about 2,500 kilometers. So these ranges run parallel to each other. ये जो range है इंडस की ब्रह्मपुत्र की ये पैरेलल चलती हैं. So and that include Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. So the Himadri also called Great Himalayas. जो हिमाद्री है उसे क्या बोलते हैं? ग्रेट हिमालयास भी बोलते हैं. In northern most and the highest range, it contains some highest peak of the world. So including the Mount Everest in the Nepal. So Kanchenjunga, Nanda Prabhat, Nanda Devi are in India. Kanchenjunga, situated on the Nepal-Sikkim border, is the highest peak in India. These peaks remain snow-covered. Many Himalayan rivers such as Ganga, Yamuna, Gangtok, Tista and Kosi originate from the here. So the Himachal, also called the Lesser Himalayas, lies to the south the Himadri. The Shivalik is the southernmost and the lowest range of Himalayas. It is made of unconsolidated material and therefore it is prone to landslide and erosions. In between the Lesser Himalayas and Shivalik range, there lies longitudinal valley including Doon Valley in the Uttarakhand. So the eastward extensions of the Himalayas is known as Purvanchal or Eastern Hills. They include Patkoi, Naga, Garo, Kasi, Jaintia and Mizo Hills. So the northern mountains are important for the country from the viewpoint of climate. They are also important strategically. So the Might River rising Himalayas are the lifeline of the northern plain. The rich forest, wealth and wildlife of the Himalayas is also important for the country. Let's discuss the second one. So, to the south of Himalaya lies northern plain, a large stretch of the level and fertile land. These plains extend from Satluj River in the west of Brahmaputra River in the east. So these plains have been formed alluvial deposits of the Satluj, Ganga, Brahmaputra and their tributaries. So these plains are among us the largest and most fertile plain in the world. So the northern plains may be divided into three units: Punjab Haryana plains, Ganga plains and Brahmaputra plains. So the Punjab Haryana plain is the part of Indus basin most of lies in the Pakistan. The plain is drained by Satluj, Ravi and Beas, which are tributaries of the Indus river. Yes, student, let's discuss about the Ganga plain. So it is the most extensive part of the northern plain. It has been formed by the Ganga, its tributaries such as Yamuna, घाघरा, गंडक एंड सोन. जो गंगा की ट्रिब्यूटरीज नदियां हैं वो कौन सी हैं? यमुना है, घाघरा है, गंडक है एंड सोन है. So let's discuss about the Brahmaputra plains, which has been formed by Brahmaputra and its tributaries. The Brahmaputra rises in Tibet and flows there the same. In Arunachal Pradesh, it is known as Dihang River. In Assam, flows as the Brahmaputra. So, dear student, Ganga and Brahmaputra join together. Their water gets distributed into the several channels known as distributaries. तो जो गंगा और ब्रह्मपुत्र नदी है वो एक साथ मिलकर चलती है और जो उनका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है वो क्या कहलाता है? डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरीज कहलाता है. So these channels form the largest delta of the world known as Sundarbans. Finally, Ganga and Brahmaputra drain into the Bay of Bengal. So finally, जो ये channels है, largest delta है world के, इसे हम क्या बोलते हैं? Sundarbans बोलते हैं. और finally, जो गंगा और ब्रह्मपुत्र है, वो कहाँ पर जाके गिरती है? Bay of Bengal में जाके गिरती है. So, dear student, let's understand the third one, which which is the Peninsular Plateaus. Let's understand the Peninsular Plateaus. So, dear student, the Peninsular Plateaus lies to the south of the northern plains. The Triangular Plateaus is the oldest landform in the India. So, this plateaus is divided into two distinct parts, the Malabar Plateau and the Deccan Plateaus. The two parts are separated by the Vidya and Satpura range. So let's talk about the Malabar Plateaus. It is the northern part of the Peninsular Plateaus. It is bounded by the Aravalli range in the west and the Vidya and Satpura ranges in the south. So it extends eastward up to the Chotanagpur Plateau in Jharkhand. There are some minor ranges in the northern part of plateaus, the Ajanta and the Satmala hills in Maharashtra, the Mahadevo and the Maikala range in the Madhya Pradesh and the Rajmahal hills in Jharkhand. So let's know more about it. To the west of Aravalli Hills in the Rajasthan. West of Aravalli Hills in the Rajasthan, the Thar Desert which extends into Pakistan northward, it extends up to southern part of Punjab. So it is a vast stretch of sandy plains with some dunes. It is an area of inland drainage. Most of the rain-fed rivers disappear soon after the rain. The Luni is the only important river flowing into Gulf of Kamban. In the south desert merged with a huge marshy called the Run of Kutch. So let's talk about Deccan Plateau. It lies to the south of Vindhyas and Satpura range. The Narmada flows westward through a narrow valley between these two ranges and form a estuary as its mouth. South, we have already about estuary, south of the Satpura range. The Tapti also flows westward and brings the sea through an estuary. So the Deccan Plateaus is bounded by the hills on the west and east called Western Ghat and Eastern Ghats. The Western Ghats are also called Sahyadris. In the south western eastern Ghat meet and Nilgiri hills. Dear student, so dear student, the Animali and Cardamom hills are the other famous hills of south. So the general slope of Peninsular Plateaus is towards the north and south. So the Godavari, so therefore some of river rising the central highland or join the Ganga system. The Godavari called Dakshin Ganga. गोदावरी को क्या बोलते हैं हम दक्षिण गंगा भी बोलते हैं which is the longest river of South India जो South India की सबसे लंबी नदी है. So other east flowing rivers include Mahanadi, Krishna, Kaveri. All rivers form extensive deltas before draining into the Bay of Bengal. So let's talk about fourth one, which is coastal plain and iceland. Dear student, the coastal plain lies to the west and east of the western and eastern part. The plains in the west is narrow except Gujarat, while the eastern plains are broad in several rivers from delta here. So the west coast is known as Malabar coast in the south and Konkan in the north. Lagoons and backwaters in Kerala are unique feature on the west coast. So the northern part of east coast is called the northern Sarkars, while southern part is also called Cardamom coast. So there are two groups of Iceland. Number one, the Andaman Nicobar Island in the Bay of Bengal, and the Lakshadweep Island in the Arabian Sea. So the former are mostly of volcano origin, while the latter are coral origin. Barren Island is an active volcano in India. So these islands are very small, and most of them are uninhabited. However, many of them are important tourism. So all the major physical unit of India give it a unique geographical identity. The northern plains and the coastal plains are important agriculture and densely populated. The Peninsular Plateaus, especially the Chotanagpur Plateau region, is rich in mineral wealth as such as contributory significant to the industrial development of the country. So let's understand geographical unit of India, which is the last learning objective of this chapter. So, dear student, the Indian subcontinents form a single geographical unit. All the physical divisions are closely related to one another. The present form and shape of India came into being slowly and gradually. The Peninsular Plateaus exist much before Himalayas and northern plains came to in its existence. Scientists believe that the shallow sea Tigris exists at the place where Himalayas stand today. The river from Central Asia deposits huge amount of sediments in the shallow sea. The internal force created folds, crumbles in these sediments, and they begin rising up as the Himalayas. So the river from Himalayas continued to the deposits alluvium in the depression that exists between Himalayas and Peninsular Plateaus. Thus, northern plains were formed. The Himalayas protect us from the northern chilly wind and cause rainfall by obstructing monsoon wind. The Himalayas possess enormous enormous forest wealth and rich wildlife. The Great Plains are highly fertile and support a dense population. The Peninsular Plateaus is a great storehouse of minerals and support modern industries. A student, the coastal plains are also densely populated. Several major ports serve as a gateway of international trade and commerce. Thus, all physical divisions are part and partial of the country. So, none can prosper without help of others. So, dear student, this is all about the chapter. So, dear student, this is the 22nd chapter of the social science India, our country. We will study 23rd chapter in our next class. Thank you.